So because our mission with going out during the nighttime, from 5 o'clock p.m. until the next morning.
All through the night?
All through the night. We visited bars, nightclub, and some brothel houses during the night.
Okay.
Yes.
And they let you in? You're obviously
We can go in because we are undercover.
Very happy, Sister Irene, to have you here. It's very special. We're both very pretty today. You're always in pink. I'm like this today. You're from the Philippines, and you're with the order Mary Queen of Missionaries. Is that right?
Mary Queen of Heaven Missionaries.
Mary Queen of Heaven Missionaries. Yes. And your community was founded in order to help exploited girls on the street. Is that true?
Yes.
So it's quite new?
Yes.
And how did you end up in that order?
Oh, I don't have any dream to become a sister before, but with the grace of God, I'm part of this community because I love to travel, and God caught my wants because I've been around to Cebu, Luzon, Mindanao area as well as Visayas. But I've not been to Luzon at that time. That there's a group like inviting me for a discernment retreat and what you call this? A search in seminar.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm not familiar with that term because I am away from the church for more than 10 years.
Oh.
Yes. And then the Blessed Mother calls me back to the church. When I am active to the church, that's what happened to me. Because I want to see Manila at the time. That's why I was in to that seminar in Manila. That's why God caught my wants because I love to travel. Yes.
That's really... So I don't know if people know that the Philippines consists of many, many islands. Some huge islands and some small islands.
Yes.
And you mentioned some of them now in the capital, which is Manila.
Yes.
So you were away from the church and you always loved to travel, and God was like, become a sister and you'll get to travel. Yes. He offered you a deal and you took it. I'm glad you did.
Fulfilled my dreams to travel. I've been to different parts of the world. I was part of the international mission. I am team in America. And the first time I traveled here in Europe last 2006 with my mother superior as well as the mother foundress. So at that time we visited Germany, Italy also. So,
and now you're here to promote the work of the sisters of your community.
Yes.
And you have one of the most delicate jobs there is, and you work with one of the most horrible crimes we have, I think, on this planet. You work with girls who are sexually exploited.
Yes, abused.
Can you say something about that? Where do these girls come from? What do you do for them?
Actually, most of the girls we encounter, they came from different provinces in the Philippines. So because our mission with going out during the nighttime, from 5 o'clock p.m. until the next morning.
All through the night?
All through the night. We visited bars, nightclub, and some brothel houses during the night.
Okay.
Yes.
And they let you in? You're obviously...
We can go in because we are undercover. We are not in our habit.
Okay.
So, yes.
You dress up?
We dress up like blouse and skirt without our veil.
Okay.
And with our medals or with our cross. Yes.
Wow. And then you go into brothels and
yeah, we go into brothels because we are inspired by the Blessed Mother to we given us a tool to give away rosaries and scapulars to the girls in the night. And we are also giving faculty from the Carmelite Fathers as part of their extension of their mission, like invested scapulars to the people we met, especially to the girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that's how you get in touch with the girls?
Yes.
And then you tell them that you have homes and places they can come to where they get education. How does that work?
If they're willing to renew their lives, if they're asking us for help, so that's one way or another we can rescue them. We can bring it in our home of love in the in Cebu.
Yeah.
And then if they are from Luzon, Mindanao area, so we brought to Cebu in our center in the home of love in Cebu.
And do you have? I would imagine that maybe you have powerful enemies. If you take girls that are exploited and you save them and you take them away, is it a dangerous work?
There's a danger in that way, but we do our rescuing without knowing anybody because we don't know who are part of the crime. So that's it.
Okay. And then the girls come and live with you?
Yes.
And a central part of what you do then is give them an education, right?
Oh, yes. One way or another, we have a 5-year program for them. So 1 year to 2 years, we are trying to help them their rehabilitation process from drugs, alcohol, as well as nicotine because they are totally addicted on it.
Okay.
Yes. And then after that, we are to determine if they are capable to be trained for a livelihood or we are trying to go to school.
Okay.
But we are given also a chance for the Department of Education in the Philippines, which is giving us the modules of ALS, meaning Alternative Learning System. And we are trying to train them to get an ALS, all those trainings. If they are, after that, if they are willing or capable to take the exam. So most of them are accelerated to become to go to college or to go to high school.
Okay.
Education.
And so they go to public high schools?
Yes, we send them to a public high school.
Okay. And what are the age ranges of the girls that you rescue?
Ages from 12 years old to 40 years old.
There's 12-year-old girls who are forced to work in prostitution.
Yes, and most of the girls are victims at the early as 8 years old and above. And
these girls are they from very poor families, or how do they land in situations?
They are very, very poor because most of them live in the different provinces in the remote area, mountain ranges area in the Philippines. But somebody's coming over to recruit them for a job, and they promise a job in the city, but they landed in some prostitution houses, or they're getting sex trafficked at the same time.
And how do you? I think it's one of the most terrible crimes that happens in the world, and I hear about it now and I'm shocked. But you do deal with it all the time. How do you not lose hope? How do you not get angry or discouraged?
With the grace of God. Because in doing this mission, we have to be equipped physically, spiritually, and everything. So we have to be spiritually equipped in the sense that we are in the state of grace. Because in the first place, before we're going out to the mission, so we have to pray for shielding, to shield us, that the God is shielding us to do this mission. And we're going home, we have to pray for cleansing, because we are in the evil areas, and we are fighting the physical evil in visiting bars, nightclub, and some hotel houses during the night.
That's really interesting. Before you leave, you pray for God's protection, and once you come back, you pray that He cleanses you from all the dirt and all the evil you've seen and been in touch with.
Yes.
Interesting. And you do that every time you go out?
Yes.
And there's a group of sisters who goes out every night?
4 times a week.
4 times a week. And are you in downtown of a big city, probably?
Yes, in the big cities.
Oh, you're in several places.
Yes, different places.
And you also, I saw you also work in California.
Yes.
So is that did that, you started in the Philippines and now you extended your work to California?
In America.
And it's also sex trafficking that you work
Yes.
against. Mm-hmm. And do you work with psychologists, or what do you do in order for these girls to heal from the horrible things they have experienced?
Yes. We have to address all their traumas, because they are deeply wounded. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And you have a team of psychologists. You do that yourself.
Yeah, in the Philippines, we hired professionals, psychologists, social worker to help us one way or another.
Okay.
Because we are not expert on it, but we are given this program with the program as a home of love. That's God-given program for them, for these women to be helped and to regain their dignity as a real person.
And is it also the sisters that live with the girls together?
Yeah, we have sisters who live with the girls.
And can you tell us a story maybe of a girl where you could really see how she healed from how she started and then what happened to her while she was with you?
Yes, actually I can share with you based on the one I rescued.
Yeah.
During the time she was rescued, August 27 of 2005, the day on my birthday. Because actually she's like, I met her in some of she's one of the freelancers in the streets, and I found her in Cebu City in the area in the Colon area, where there's a lot of prostitution in the streets during the night. And then she remembered me. She remembered my now because I give her my number just in case she's willing to be of help.
Yeah.
So on that day, the sisters we are spread out all over Philippines at the time, and she's the one only remembering when my birthday, greeting me on that day, and she said, on that evening she called me and she wants to be helped, and she said, sister, you can pick me up. I'm ready. Wow. And then
that was the greatest birthday gift.
Yes, and this is the Blessed Mother's birthday for me, because gift to save souls and gain a new life for this 12-year-old, and that's why we rescued.
12 years old.
Yes, at that time she's only 12 years old, and she's been used and abused at the early as 8. So it's sad. And then we found out that her mind is not in good shape, and we approached a psychiatrist, and at that time we don't have enough resources to give them all the medicines. But then that's why we came out a study. We do our what you call this how do you like this? Like we came up to ask to get a visa from different countries.
Okay.
So to share the mission.
To get her medical help abroad.
To help, ask help for her medication.
Okay.
And then we got the visa going here in Europe at the time, going to Canada. Other mother is going to America. That's what happened. And we help a lot of women since then.
Okay.
Yes. Because I cannot imagine 3,000 pesos a day at the time. A day of her medicine, we cannot afford.
Okay.
Because we don't have any resources yet, because we just started 1996.
1996.
Yes.
So in 2005 it was really early.
Early. And we don't have any supporters yet. So.
Wow. But you've grown and you've professionalized and you have more support and you can.
We help more already.
Work on a bigger scale now.
Yeah. We helped lots of women since then. And we found out also that most of the women were rescued in a home of love. Their lack of education. That's why through the years we came up a study to do a pilot study. We started our educational assistance program for the poor, 2007, of only 205 high school students.
Yeah.
But then we found out that there's a positive result because in the area, zero human trafficking, zero prostitution because the children are in school. So we extended
Okay.
since then, and now for this year, we are present in 28 provinces and archdiocese in the Philippines. We are giving educational assistance program with 18,000 high school students right now. And
So you don't just rescue the children, you also prevent them from
yes,
getting into that situation
exactly.
by distributing education.
Yes, but these are preventive measures that in order to cut the vicious cycle of human trafficking because
Yeah.
of poverty, so we give them education. We give the educational assistance program for the poor in order to alleviate their way of life,
Yeah.
so they can help their families at the same time too.
And is it girls only, or is it also boys who are?
There's a lot of boys also, victims, but we are focused on the girls this time.
Okay.
But help us to pray to have a counterpart someday
Okay.
to help the boys.
Yeah.
Because they're,
Of course, as sisters, you're equipped to help the girls more
Yes.
than. Okay.
But the educational assistance program for the poor is boys and girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yes, with 18,000 students, it's not a joke. And in the center we have in the Philippines, the Home of Love, we have 50 accommodation for that.
Yeah.
And in America, we have 20 accommodation for the very start. But we are aiming for more.
And is sex trafficking, is that a big issue in California as well?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we are part of the Archdiocese of Los Angeles since 2011, because the diocese itself are inviting us to be present in the Archdiocese because of our mission.
Okay. And is that in the USA, is it especially refugees from Latin America who are? or
There's
is
a
it-
lot different nationalities are victims.
Okay. I'm so glad, Sister Irene, you're doing the work that you're doing.
Thanks be to God.
Your
That our
beautiful
community-
face of the Universal Church.
The community are helping these women because in our community, since we are a religious community, we have to obey. We have to do our 3 evangelical council vows, which is vow of poverty, chastity, and obedience.
Yeah.
But our committee, we have 2 additional vows.
Oh, really?
Because of different vows, because the total surrender, the vow of total surrender to the will of the Father
Yes.
in doing this mission. And we have a vow of endless sacrifice in doing this mission regarding human trafficking and prostitution. Because even how
Endless sacrifice.
how tired we are, how sleepy we are, if the girls calling us in the middle of the night, we have to address their needs. Because
They have your personal phone numbers. They can really actually make a call.
They can call us.
And then you're there.
Because this is the life we have. So if whatever happens to them, we are accountable for them. That's why we take our vow, the endless sacrifice and a total surrender to the will of God.
Well, I'm sure Mary, Queen of Heaven, is pretty happy with their missionaries. Thank you so much, Sister.
Pray for us
Irene,
for more
being with
vocations.
us. I saw that. That's what you do in the Philippines, right?
Yes, it's an honor. It's a respect.
Thank you.
Especially to the priests, to the sisters, and to their parents and elders.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you for this.
God bless us all.
God
Save us all and gain a new life for the glory of God.
Thank you.
Abonnieren Sie unseren YouTube-Kanal und bleiben Sie mit uns verbunden.